Yes. The chicken stock. Welcome back. My name is Clayton Chapman. Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken stock. Chicken stock is the base for a lot of things that I do at home. Goes in rice, goes in soups, goes in sauces. Why wouldn't you make your own, especially if you're buying whole chickens and then you have the carcasses left over. The actual prep time is pretty minimal. Active time is, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes. And then you can allow the chicken stock to cook, for 12 to 24 hours, depending on what your schedule looks like. I let mine go overnight. Without further ado, let's get her going. So I have 2 chicken carcasses, all the good stuff removed for the most part, with a little bit of meat left on the bones. While I'm getting all the vegetables ready, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a 350-degree oven, fan or no fan, depending on what you have, until they're like just past golden brown. I mean like that, like just where you might see a little bit of them starting to burn a little bit, and they go. The rest of my ingredients, I have a little bit of white wine, fresh garlic, fresh thyme, fresh bay leaf, carrot, celery, parsley, onion, and tomato. My first step is I'm going to toast the black peppercorns in a dry cast iron pan just till they become a little fragrant. Doesn't take more than that. And also in the same dry pan, I'm going to take my onion. Everyone's used to splitting it the long way. We're going to split it the fat way. We're going to go cut side down, skin on, dry pan. We're gonna make what's called an onion brulee, which is just a fancy way of saying burnt onion. We're just gonna char it. We just want it to like completely blacken. And in the meantime, we can take our celery that's been washed. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the pot. Bigger the pieces, the better. We put our parsley in with stems. Thyme can go in. Bay leaf can go in. Garlic can go in. I like to add a little tomato to my stock just for a splash of acidity. Can go in just in half like that. And these carrots, if you want to save a few of the tops, they can go in there. If you add too many of the tops, stock will pick up a little bit of that bitterness, so just a few. Do our carrots real quick. All right. Tops come off, and I'm just going to cut my carrot in half. I want to leave them nice and big like that, because the stock is going to cook for like 24 hours. So I want that flavor to be released slowly. Otherwise, the stock can tend to get a little bitter if you chop your vegetables up too small. Just putting a little weight on these. I think we can call it. Yeah, perfect. So we've got this dark roast, this char on that whole flat surface. Onions can go ahead and go in the pan. I'm gonna grab my chicken out of the oven. So I've got my carcasses that came out of the oven. I talked about kind of going just beyond that like golden brown stage where you can see some of the ends starting to curl up and burn on me a little bit, and that's okay. That's just good for flavor. Next step is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add my white wine to my cast iron pan. I'm just gonna pick up any of like that residual delicious char from the onions when I do that on the bottom of the pan, and I'm gonna take that same wine and I'm gonna do that on the sheet tray as well. And any of those kind of like drippings, those kind of little nuggets of deliciousness that stick to the bottom of the pan as the chicken's roasting, that wine's gonna go ahead and release it off of the sheet tray. And I'm gonna go right in the stock pot with it. So you can kind of see it all on the bottom of the pan there. We're just gonna scrape all that in. I'm gonna fill just to cover with cold water, bring to a boil, and then slow simmer for 24 hours. Stock's been going for about 24 hours or so. You can see how it kind of took on some of that caramely color from the chicken to like this deep, rich brown after about 24 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a strain. Look at this rich, beautiful color. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through a nice fine mesh sieve here. So it's as simple as that. A few key ingredients, 24 hours cook time, delicious homemade chicken stock for all of your favorite recipes to make at home. From my kitchen to yours, I hope you enjoy. We'll see you next time. Take care. Follow us on social media, all the usual suspects, where we share new tips, tricks, and recipes weekly of all my favorite dishes that I love to make at home. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Oven. Hey, Oven. How you doing, Oven?